Good evening. Welcome back to our TARE practice and contemplation group. Hope everybody's doing well. I was telling Cristiano and Val that yesterday I was working on the temple, and we've hired a group to paint the outside of the temple, but I was painting with them, and there's another crew of workers that were working on putting the roof up. And one of them asked me, "Why are you painting?" I said, "Oh, I like it, enjoy it." And he said, "You know, that's a sign you're getting old. When work gives pleasure, and pleasure is work." As I was thinking about that, that's really funny. It's also an example of impermanence. Because when I was a fairly little boy, my mom had a garden. And in my mind, that garden was like the size of a football field. It was gigantic. If I went back and saw it today, it's probably, a few square meters. But to me, that thing was just enormous. And I don't remember what the workload was, but my sister and I had a certain amount of hours every week we had to help in the garden. And I remember, I just hated it. I hated it. Pulling weeds, hoeing, picking carrots, washing carrots, every single aspect of it, I hated. Just hated it. I didn't find anything enjoyable at all. Now, pulling weeds, cutting the grass, pruning trees, planting orchids, I think it's so much fun. So it just goes to show you, yes, I'm getting old, but all of these things, these ideas and values and what gives us joy, what makes us upset, completely impermanent and completely random. Maybe in your lives you've had similar experiences. So now we're in the question and answer section on impermanence on page 192. Here's a question. Though I've had some understanding of impermanence for a while, I seem even more attached to things, to my terrific husband and my beautiful home. I've traded some involvements for others, but on the whole, it feels as though my attachment has increased. So Rinpoche responds, there's nothing wrong with having a nice home and a kind husband. To cut your attachment, you don't have to leave your husband or burn your house down. But you do need to abandon your assumption that things will continue as they are, as if they were solid and permanent. A child chasing a rainbow, thinking it's something substantial, is sure that she can catch it. But no matter how much she tries, she never will catch the rainbow. Cutting attachment requires knowing that everything, your husband, your house, everything is impermanent. Whatever you experience, never forget that it will change. That is simply the way of the world. This understanding will enable you to appreciate what you have and to enjoy it while it lasts. When you lose something, you won't be taken by surprise because you won't have assumed it could never be lost. People leave, houses deteriorate, and eventually all of us will die. As long as you understand impermanence, these things won't break you. As I've received teachings on the 5 poisons of the mind, pride, ignorance, attachment, jealousy, and anger. Commonly, it is said that pride is the hardest of the poisons to see. Our pride is quite invisible to us, and maybe you've had that experience that you don't see your pride, and maybe you haven't had that experience because you haven't seen your pride. But pride is considered to be extremely difficult to see. But also in that category, we can include a large amount of attachment. Attachment also can be very, very visible. This woman here saying that it seems like her attachment has increased. I wonder if merely she's seeing the attachment that was already there. Just by hearing the teachings on Buddhism, we start to I remember, I don't think I even thought about attachment until I started hearing Buddhist teachings. And then I started to see, oh, this is attachment. Oh, that's attachment. Oh, this is attachment. So it's highly likely that she's just beginning to see what was already there. We are often blindsided by our attachments. Toward maybe before the pandemic, if you would have asked me if I was attached to this house that we're renting, I would have said, no, I'm not attached to this house. You know, there's some nice aspects to the house. It's located in a good part of town. It's a pretty safe part of town. It serves our needs, but I wouldn't have considered myself attached. Then one day, the owners of this house got in touch with us and they said, we'd like you to leave. And all of a sudden, all of my attachment that I wasn't seeing appeared. Wow, this system works so well. Wow, the fact that we have a parking lot. Oh, wow, the fact that we have a perfect space for a tent and we have 2 washing stations set up where we can do soak, and there's all of the things that were sort of invisible to me became very apparent. So it's hard to see our attachment. Seeing attachment is a victory. If you're seeing it, then you can begin working with the object of the attachment. Sometimes when we're beginning in Buddhism, we think, oh, I have to cut my attachment to something, my terrific husband or my house in this case. But if you're trying to cut your attachment to something, it means that you're not really getting to the root of the problem, is that you are solidifying the object. You're misunderstanding the object as something real that you have to cut your attachment to. So actually the process is to contemplate the insubstantialness, the impermanence of the object of your attachment. Naturally, as a byproduct, attachment falls away, because what are we attached to, after all? A rainbow, a mirage. So that's the key. We don't have to go around and say, I'm not attached to this, I'm not attached to that. While in the meantime, we're just solidifying everything. No, the key is recognize that we're attached and then penetrate into the insubstantialness of the object that we're attached to. Trungpa Rinpoche famously said, when we start to get bored with practice is when it's actually starting to work. Because boredom is a very interesting emotion. A lot of the problems in the world and the problems in our lives is people trying to run away from boredom, trying to create entertainment, distractions, fun, avoid touching places within ourselves that we're uncomfortable with, which is the definition of boredom. We don't want to feel this sensation, so we try to run away from it. Practice, when we start to do practice to the point that we're a little bit bored with practice, That's sort of the divider of the waters. We can either go deeply into that uncomfortable place within us and really make progress and learn how to be comfortable in any situation, or we can jump and look for something else. So sometimes I see that in people, they get to a point where, oh, I don't think this practice is working for me. I don't think this path is working for me. I think I need a different mantra. I need a different religion. It's exactly when they start to touch that uncomfortable boredom. So Trungpa labels that as the dawn of enlightenment. When you start to touch the boredom, when you want to jump, when you want to go somewhere else, do something else. If we if we take that inwardly, he said that's the dawn of enlightenment. So please turn to your Tara practice. Beginning with the 7-line prayer. Om Orjin Yujin Ujan Sam Bema Gesar Dombola Yatsin Jogi Ngodrobne Pema Jumne Jesodra Cordo Cadro Manpecor Cheche Jesodadro Chi Jinji Lapche Jeso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om Orjin Yujin Dojan Sam Pema Gesar Dombula Yatsin Chogi Ngodrovne Pema Jumne Jesodra Kordo Kadro Mampe Kor Cheche Jeso Dadro Chi Jinji Lapche Jeso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om Orjin Yujin Ujan San Pema Gesar Dombola Yatsin Jogi Ngodromne Pema Jumne Jesodra Kordo Kadro Mampe Kor Cheche Jesodadro Chi Jinji Labje Sheso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om. In the space in front of me, the mother of all the victorious ones, Arya Tara, actually appears, and to her I pray. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Aryatara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Aryatara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Aryatara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. From the depths of my heart I pray, evoking from Tara's forehead, throat, and heart a brilliant surge of rainbow light. As the light rays touch me and all other beings, the poisonous fruits of negative karma, sickness, demonic afflictions, and obstacles evaporate like dew in the morning sun. Merit, wisdom, glory, wealth, and longevity increase beyond measure. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me, remove my obstacles, and quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Jetson Bagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yudrozo Jetson Bagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yurdruzo Jetsun Pagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yurdruzo Jetsun Pagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yurdruzo Jetsun Bhagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yurdruzo Jetsun Bhagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yurdruzo Jetsun Pagma Droma Cheche No Gachin Kunsel Samdan Yudrozo Om Taditam Som 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 Om Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Som Om Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Som Om Taditam Som Taditam Som Taditam Tam Soha Om Ahum, the 3,000-fold universe, Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the minor continents, and the splendor and glory of gods, nagas, and humans, together with their roots or virtue, are emanated as vast and extensive clouds of perfectly pure offerings. I offer them to Tara, mother of the victorious ones. Tram Guru Ratna Mandala Idam Yami. By the power of having prayed thus from the heart, may the enlightened mind be mastered and appearances perceived purely as the deity's body. May the meaning of the developing and completion stages be naturally internalized. May conditions inauspicious to the perfect path be pacified, and all conceivable auspicious conditions and aspirations be fulfilled. May the stains and obscurations of non-virtue be cleansed, and harm from other beings and bad dreams be averted. Grant the blessing of protection from the fear of lower existences. May rebirth not occur in the 8 states devoid of leisure to practice. May all lifetimes be remembered and faculties be clear. May discipline be pure and the mind attend to Dharma. From the ripening of karma caused by delusion, grant the blessing that shields, protects, and conceals. May the malignancies of enemies, demons, and ghostly interferences, the harmful effects of untimely death, epidemics, and illnesses caused by poisons, all be pacified and purified. And may the wisdom and activities of Tara be revealed. Om Ahum. Você pode ler, por favor, o resto da prática? Eu vou fechar as janelas dentro de casa.
Om Ahum, in the pure realm of the victorious ones, the spontaneous presence of the Trikayas, is she who gives birth to victorious ones on the 3 times. A cloud of inexhaustible bliss of the 3 secrets I bow to you, O sublime guide of the 3 realms of existence. From now until I reach enlightenment, I will rely on you as my sole source of refuge and protection. In accordance with your former aspirations and commitments, do not waver in your compassion. Fully bestow on me your powers, blessings, and cities. Whosoever sees me, hears me, touches me, or remembers me by these 4 means of liberation, and by the most sublime city, may I be capable of freeing all those connected to me, and may my attainment become equal to yours. Without relying on the power of magnetizing, how could one gain the necessary qualities to care for others? May I influence all those be tamed, positive and negative, without exception, by inspiring them the 4 kinds of devotion. Furthermore, upon mastering positive qualities within a state of liberation, may all beings quickly attain the actual form of the victorious ones, resplendent with the major and minor marks of perfection. Until such time, may we be free from the eight great fears and from malevolent influences. May such favorite qualities as longevity, glory, and excellence flourish. May the yogas of the stages be mastered, and may we be free from obstacles in all countries. May disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, engaged in the Dharma. May the Buddha's teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother Victorious Ones. Attachment to ordinary appearance and clinging to my corporeal form subside. From the space of emptiness, my mind's natural awareness spontaneously appears as the brilliant red seed syllable tam. Instantly, tam transformed into the luminous forms of the noble Tara. She is smiling and exceedingly beautiful. Her right hand is in the gesture of supreme generosity and holds a long life vase. Her left hand is in the gesture of the three drills and holds a red utpala flower by the stem. Within the petals of the flowers are a fully drawn bow and arrow made of delicate flowers. Her garments are made of exquisite silk and drape perfectly in graceful folds. She wears wish-fulfilling jewels and splendid ornaments, as well as a garland of lotus flower.
Half of her hair is in a knot at the crown of her head, half flows down her back. She sits in the posture of royal ease on a sun disk resting on a red lotus. A full moon appears behind her. The Buddha Amitabha sits on a lotus above her head. She is ruby red. Her glorious rainbow light radiance fills an infinite sphere. On a red lotus and sun disk in her heart, the seed syllable Tam is encircled by the mantramala. As the mantra is recited, the mantramala begins to revolve. Radiating light from the mala forms an offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. Returned as wisdom blessings, the light is reabsorbed. Then light radiates again to the beings of the 6 realms, dissolving all suffering and transforming everything into the pure phenomena of Tara's pure land. Om Tari Tam Sol. Om Tari Tam Sol. Om Tari Tam Sol. Tam Soha. Tara's form dissolves into the natural sphere of emptiness. Ah, ah, ah. Then you reappear spontaneously in the form of Tara. Appearances are perceived purely as the body of the deity, sounds as the speech of the deity, and thoughts as the mind of the deity. This perception of pure phenomenon is held as extensively as possible throughout the day. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I have accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice, and all that I will ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every future life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the arising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, and whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, then similarly I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. At this very moment, for the peoples and the nations of the earth, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. Rather, may their moral conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune and well-being always arise for them. Chime kunye pema sambhava sason rabjan jansen opayi garji wancho joge trope kuson de chen seten darchin sho. Chime kunye pema sambhava sason rabjan jansen opayi garji wancho joge trope kuson de chen seten darchin sho. Chime kunye pema sambhava sason rabjan janzen opai karji wancho jogi drope kuson de chen seten tarchin sho penden jewe neche po tenpa yure ne pa dan tenpa zimbe jebona kuson jaltsen ten jurchi Ken lo jo son rin lo che sam lin sa son ja bar bel tro dro jo son na wa dan midra do son ge le sho. May bodhicitta sublime and precious arise where it has not yet arisen, and where it has already arisen may it continue to grow and become more and more stable. Okay. Val, sorry to have put you on the spot like that. We had a bit of a, I don't know, sort of crazy winds, and there's a weather storm alert, so I had to put Val in a awkward situation. I apologize. So we'll see you again next week, and have an excellent week. Take care.